Hey, welcome to Living the Dream with MS. Today I want to talk about weakness and precautions, things like that. I've talked about pain a lot in many, many different facets, but I haven't talked a lot about weakness. And when I refer to weakness, what I mean is that your muscles are getting the signals, but they're not firing at full strength. So you don't have whatever the proper strength is for whatever limbs you're talking about. For me, for the most part, weakness is in my legs, like it is today. Now, I actually behaved myself this weekend and got some rest, at least yesterday I did, which was quite nice. But I still woke up weak this morning. So, what weak means for me is that my legs will move, but if you could imagine, the best way I could explain it is it almost feels like I have those sand weights that you wrap around your ankles, probably like 20, 30 pound sand weights on both legs. So they're very, very heavy. They're difficult to move. They're slow to react. And obviously, this can be not only unhealthy, but dangerous. So, couple things. When you are a big boy like myself, weakness can be a challenge not only getting out of a chair or a seated position, but also sitting back down. Because when you're weak, you don't have the same muscle control, so you tend to plop, for lack of a better term. And if you don't have a very sturdy chair, the chair can break, you can miss the chair, you can fall down. Getting up, also a challenge. You've got to start using accessory muscles. You've got to grab onto things. You've got to figure out how to do things, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. One of the two biggest things with weakness for an MS person are rest, which again, I got some rest this weekend for whatever reason. I'm assuming that the heat, that wasn't enough. The other is physical therapy. Now, I've been to physical therapy many times and I haven't talked about that much. But physical therapy is invaluable for the person with MS, because you learn how to walk, how to be safe. You learn coping mechanisms and safety mechanisms when it comes to all those things. So I've been to physical therapy many, many times over the years. And I've learned how to walk to make sure that I don't, for example, hyperextend my knees, which would be quite dangerous at my size. I've learned to walk to make sure that I have proper balance, that I'm walking slowly and safely, and that if I do fall, how to fall safely, how to make sure I get up safely. Those are all very, very important things. And I've been blessed to have very good physical therapists and physical therapy assistants that have taught me all the right things. And every once in a while, if things get really bad, I'll go back for a refresher. So, with weakness, making sure that you get the rest you need so that you're safe. And to make sure that when you're offered the opportunity for physical therapy, and even if you're not, that you ask for it. Because learning is how you're going to keep yourself safe in this particular circumstance. Speaking of learning, real quick, I was told something very neat yesterday or 2 days ago, that the arm of Catholic Charities that deals with home health care has had some of their folks, health aides and things like that, watching these videos to get a first person account of the symptoms of MS. I'm incredibly honored by that, and I'm going to work even harder to make sure that these videos are informational if people like that are going to use them to enhance the care of their patients that have multiple sclerosis. So that's it for today. Kind of a quick one. Wanted to share about weakness, how I deal with weakness, how it's recommended you deal with weakness. And I'm going to plow on forward and keep living the dream with MS. Thanks.